Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have finally a new video after I guess 5 or 6 days stopping. I had a little weekend out with my family and my girlfriend, so that's why no videos since Thursday. I hope you had wonderful holidays, my boys, and here we go, back with this video. I actually made these duels and this deck list while I was on vacation, you know, in my spare time. I just had some duels with this new version of the Hell Hero decks. This one, the pure version with actually the newest skill that we've got back, I guess it was a month ago. So before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So of course I'm talking about the new skill that was the power leads destiny. So really quick, for all who do not remember what it does, it's pretty easy. You can reveal one card. It can either be a super poly, and if you reveal a super polymerization that we only have one copy in the deck, we get to add a malicious bane to our extra deck and the Supreme King's castle on the field. And instead you can reveal also a normal spell card, and if you reveal that normal spell card, you can send 3 evil hero malicious edge from outside your deck to the graveyard, so that you basically have your play set for your malicious fiend summon. To play this skill, you have to begin with the deck that has at least 1 super polymerization and 9 monsters that have to be either evil heroes or elemental hero monsters. While for the extra deck we need to play 2 fusion monsters, no fusion monsters other than evil hero monsters. This is kinda bad, but we can play at least some Xyz. And this is what the deck looks like. So let me explain. Starting from the extra deck, we have of course the 3 malicious fiend. That is actually the only hero we can play, we can summon. Then we have the Gaia, just to bring in a level 8 that can be sent to the graveyard with the effect of the field spell, but it actually could be technically summoned because we have this Xyz monster. There is Sonophone, the Sky Prison. There is a rock type, so if you have this in the graveyard and you have an evil hero, a fiend type monster, actually an evil hero in the graveyard, you can use Dog Calling to go into Gaia, so that is pretty nice way to summon him. Then we have just a bunch of level 8 rank 8 Xyz monster. I mean, I never use anything else but this, so we can actually sometimes put in a level 4, but you know, we have nothing special for the level 4, for the rank 4 at least, for what we need, because as you may imagine, this deck lacks of a good turn 1, because if we go first, the malicious fiend alone won't be enough to to handle these meta, so we have to think about something spicier, and that's why I came up with this. I put in some Dark Fusion that in the normal beats you do not see, so we're playing a total of 8 cards to fusion summon, because of course we have the 3 Dark Calling, the double Dark Fusion, and the 3 Destined Gold that can be discarded to the graveyard to grab any of this card. And so what's the point? The main point of this deck is to be able to summon at least double malicious fiend, and I could stop here. Like, a couple of malicious fiend is not that easy to handle, because malicious fiend has that annoying effect in the battle phase that a lot of duelists forget about. As you will see in the replays, some duelists completely forget about the effect in the battle phase. Basically what happens is that if your opponent enters the battle phase and you have a malicious fiend, then your opponent cannot end the battle phase unless he has attacked with all these monsters, the Evil Hero malicious fiend. So that's pretty nice. So basically your normal summons will be protected, either both your Stratus and your Prisma will be protected if you have them in attack position. As you will see in the replay, my opponent thought he had the win because I had a Prisma in attack position, and he was going for lethal, but I had a malicious fiend alongside, so he had to attack that, and basically he lost because of this. And so basically we want to summon a couple of malicious fiend, but the main point is that we want to Xyz summon with the 2 malicious fiend to get at least a Sky Prison. Why Sky Prison? This could be not the perfect turn 1, not an insane turn 1, but a decent turn 1, especially against Galaxy Eyes and maybe Black Rose, because this guy does not allow your opponent to special summon from the graveyard, and this of course is perfect for to counter your Galaxy Eyes opponent plays, and it can be destroyed by cut effect, so it can of course enter a Black Rose Dragon summon, so that's pretty nice. Then for the deck list, as you can see, we have the triple mandatory Dusted Gold, the triple Stratus that can look for the Dusted Gold, but it can look for the Malicious Hedge. We play triple of this for two reasons. First thing first is that because we play Dark Fusion and we want to have these guys in the hand, because we can only summon a Malicious Fiend if we have a couple of Malicious Edge. There's no way out. And also because after you use the skill, and actually after you reveal a normal spell card, you can summon a Malicious Edge without tributing. And don't forget that this guy is a 2600 that inflicts piercing damage, so sometimes it can be really useful. And last but not least is like playing other 3 Malicious Edge with Prisma, so I thought finally I had a good use for a hero deck of Prisma, because with Prisma we accomplish two good things. The first thing is that we have basically a Malicious Edge in the field without having it, like you summon him and he becomes Malicious Edge with this effect. And the second thing is that you mill your deck, thus improving your chances to go into Super Poly. So as you can see right there, we have basically 6 Searcher and actually 9 Searcher. And these are all cards that mill your deck, that search for your deck, so you actually thin hit out to improve your chances to get your Super Poly. Then of course we have the Super Poly, the 5 fusion package, and then we have for the semi-limited spot, of course, Treacherous and Hanami Controller that can be spicy sometimes, just to finish your opponent to make in attack position, you know, for that. And I do not have to make up any explanation for Treacherous. We already know how powerful this card is. So guys, that was all for the explanation. Don't miss the replays. Some cool one definitely, and there's an epic duel against a Black Rose Dragon. Surely don't miss that, you won't regret it. Let's jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay against a Primo. So we're talking about Mechlord. One actually a surprisingly tier deck, so really nice. I'm actually pretty happy that a deck like Mechlord is you know, meta, even if I do not have the cards. It's pretty nice to see these character decks, actually anime decks, being meta. So we have the Obligato play, as you can see right there. Also because of its effect, you can summon the Weasel, and as you're gonna see in a minute, I actually misplayed. He went on with the Greggiant to add another Obligato, and I forgot that this guy could actually negate a spell card per turn. So I used the Dusted Gold's effect to grab a Dark Calling, and here comes the mistake. I used the effect to fill the graveyard and then Dark Calling, but of course you could just negate that, so it was a pretty dumb move to be honest, but at least we can summon the Malicious Edge without tributing. That was pretty nice, and I wanted to keep that on the field just because he can't be, he can boost himself up. He has the negation, that's fine, but when this is on the field, he can only attack with this. So we're kind of safe with the Weasel on the field. That's why he had to pop it. So I perfectly, you know, get it. So he was forced to pop itself out, and then it goes with Obligato's effect, and then went with Ouroboros to flip down my hedge and actually get rid of it. But we're still good. We got the Prisma. Unfortunately, it's got the Floodgate, but we can still use the Dusted Gold's effect to go with Dark Calling and go straight away into our Malicious Fiend, as you can see right there. And he's got another Floodgate, but we're not done yet, because we can just use Dark Fusion, summon the Malicious Edge and the Malicious Fiend into a second Malicious Fiend. There you go. So the effect of the Ouroboros is not quick because it does not have the Power Ranger among its materials, so we're chilling and there's nothing you can do. So as you can see here, just to show you how having also access to Dark Fusion can make up with so many fusion summon in one turn, basically even 3, so, and it's definitely too much for a Honey deck. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Second duel against yugioh. Let's see what he's got. It should of course be Phantom Knights. It's us to begin. Not a good turn 1. As you can see, we got nothing except our semi-limited. That actually is pretty good. Turned out to be pretty good. Of course, we had the Treacherous to stop him from XC summoning. It's got the Silent Boots to begin with. Actually, to begin his searching, and then it's got triple set, and he's done. We have the Dusted Gold's effect to grab a Dark Calling. Then we can use the skill, of course, to go directly into a malicious feint. There you go, Dark Calling number 1 into the malicious feint. For sure it's gonna have something out of that. Then we have the malicious edge summon. I decided not to go with second Dark Calling because of course he's got something. So Canadian to stop the malicious feint, but he's gonna take the 2600 damage, then the needlebug nest to mill and also to get a Canadian out of it. And that's fine. We still have our enemy controller though, so we should be chilling. He's got the ragged gloves to his end, and then as soon as you summon him, enemy controller to take control of it, but he used the trap on his Canadian, so that the trap goes to graveyard, he can banish it and summon an ancient gear, actually Phantom Knight, sorry, monster. Then use the skill to make both level 2 to go into the Cursed Javelin, so this guy can negate stuff, unfortunately. And he had the trap, the Phantom Knight sword to his hand. I was gonna set it, triple set again, and then he's got rid of his own ragged gloves. And he's chilling right now because this guy has a quick effect that can negate my effects and also change its attack to 0. So that's pretty bad. But I went with Dark Calling number 2, as you can see right there. A second malicious fiend is coming on the field, and we draw another malicious edge that can be normal summoned without tributing. Look at that. And now the javelin alone won't be enough because he can stop 1 but he cannot stop 2. So even if he's gonna resist, I think those trap cards were just Typhoon at this point. And as you can see, it's just like summoning a bunch of beater, and they're so big your opponents cannot contain them. There you go. Third duel, my boys. Here comes the spice, the Black Rose duel that I was talking about before. So he's got Spell of Roses to begin with. It's its first turn, so he can go with this usual combo, summoning a Black Rose Dragon on the field in defense position, and then setting a Basil, I think a Basil Rose shoot, another one. So it's got just going like that. So we had the Adjusted Gold to begin with, grabbing a Dark Calling. Then I went straight away with the skill to fill the graveyard with Malicious Edge, Dark Calling to go firstly with the Malicious Fiend, and at this point I just went with the Stratus to add another Adjusted Gold for the next turn. You know why? Because there are a lot of chances that this might be a Basil Rose shoot, so there's no point in popping that. And even if it is a Book of Moon, my opponent is simply gonna chain that to my effect, so just, you know, take advantage of the Stratus Searching's effect. I attacked, the effect of a Rox Rose Dragon comes in play, and as soon as you attack, as I predicted, Basil Rose shoot to summon the Black Rose Dragon back on the field. This might be a problem right now because now he can go with the Ruddy Rose Dragon. So he started with the Rox Rose Dragon, he just recycled, added the Basil Rose shoot to his end, and then Synchro Summon into Ruddy Rose Dragon. Both the effects because he summoned him with the Black Rose Dragon, so he popped everything on the field and he banished everything from the graveyard, actually in the other order. But now it's our turn. We've got actually a Dusted Gold's effect to grab a Dark Fusion. Here comes the spice. First Prima's effect to make him like a Malicious Edge, then Dark Fusion, but this time it was just a bluff to trigger his back row, but actually it didn't work. I went with the Dark Fusion summon and then Dark Calling right there to go directly into another Malicious Fiend. Here comes this huge board. Let's see what he's got. I attacked, he's got the White Princess. That is not enough because his Ruddy Rose Dragon is gonna be nerfed too, so I can just go in and with the attack of Prisma, he decided to reveal his Basil Rose shoot, so the Ruddy Rose Dragon is back again on the field. Spell of Roses, so now he can just go into another Black Rose Dragon, exactly what he's gonna do. So he grabbed the Blue Rose Dragon because he finished his Basil Rose shoot. There you go. Instead of the Black Rose Dragon, he went for the PSI Flame Rosetta because, as you're gonna see, he forgot the effect on Malicious Fiend. Battle phase, he was forced to use the effect on one, but he had to attack the other one, so he had to use the effect of PSI, otherwise he would have been forced to attack with the PSI Flame Rosetta as well. So he got to recycle the Rock Rose Dragon, but actually it's not looking that good for him. Power leads Destiny to have the Bane, set the Super Poly, even if I cannot use that. I attacked for lethal, but look at that, he's got the Kite as well. That was insane. I thought that he could not play monsters that were not plant type, so I guess I didn't get the skill correctly, so I just went for it. Double Kaiserite saved him, of course. It's got the PSI Flame Rosetta that comes back, then it's got the Karawat Way Champion and the Rose Guild combo to go this time into another Black Rose Dragon. But I went with the Zeta first to save his Flame Rosetta. Of course he's gonna save my Malicious Fiend as well though, so he went with the Black Rose Dragon to pop everything, and here comes the Destiny Draw. So actually not a Destiny Draw because I had so many of this. I could have drawn the Dark Calling as well. I have a couple of more, and then I think I have another. This was the last Dusted Gold to grab the Dark Calling. We did not need the field spell to summon the Malicious Bane, so that's how you finish it. El Hero Malicious Bane for lethal, so that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was my third win in a row against Jaden. Let's see what we've got. It's him to begin, and he's got just a couple of set cards and a set monster, so I just went with the Dusted Gold to grab Dark Calling to begin with, Power Lead to Destiny to fill the graveyard, and here we go, Dark Calling to go into the Malicious Fiend. And at this point I just wanted to see if he has some back row then Stratus, but this time again guys, having the Malicious Edge, no point in popping those while he can simply chain them. So the green layer, so this is a super quantum deck. Green layers effect, and then the red layers effect. He's got the Oasis of Dragon Soul to summon those back, and so he's got the effect, all the effects in the same turn, so he can get everything back to his end. He's got the green layer to summon the Fairy Alpha, actually the best combo, but I've got the Treacherous to stop them. He cannot use the effect of the Fairy Alpha now because he was summoned with the effect of the red layer, so its effects are negated. Now my turn, just with Stratus at this time to pop the last back row that was useless unfortunately, so I totally regret that. He's got the green layer. At this point I can attack, but I do not have lethal. So it's got the Monster Reborn Destiny Draw. That was pretty nice to see. So Monster Reborn to summon the red layer to grab back the Fairy Alpha. He still has a normal summon, so there you go, Alpha's effect to reveal 3 and make me choose randomly one of them, and I picked the blue layer, actually was pretty lucky, and also the red layer to the graveyard to summon the green, but now with the blue he's gonna have the field spell, but he's missing the materials to discard to activate the Magna Carrier 3 times, so unfortunately he can only go with the Magna Leaguer, and he used the effect to grab a material, and then he detached to pop on Malicious Fiend and then attacked the Stratus. But look at that, my boys, a Dusted Gold to grab a Dark Calling, then Dark Calling, as you can see, into my Malicious Fiend, and here comes the spice. I went with Dark Fusion. You know why? Because I hoped he didn't do it, so because now the Malicious Fiend that I'm summoning cannot be targeted because he was summoned with Dark Fusion. Remember guys, if you summon with Dark Fusion, the monster cannot be targeted by opponent's spell, trap or card effects this turn. So I can just attack for lethal, but here comes the top tier play, Magna Leaguer to pop itself, so that red layer goes to the graveyard, summons another monster, and he still gets to save himself. That was such a smart play, my boys. I mean, he outsmarted me. I tried the spicy play. I managed to do it, but he went even further. So he's got the blue layer to add the red layer, but at this point there's nothing more he can do. He just went with the Gramples with the field spell, red layer recycling another monster so that he can keep up, you know, because now he has 2 monsters that are bigger than, that have defense bigger than my Stratus attack, but I've got what I need. Enemy controller to put that in attack position. The Grapples effect is useless, and at this point he just cooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. That was another nice duel, guys. This is a nice version to make, you know, to use the power list to Destiny. Maybe it can be even COG in the last days of the month, actually in this last week of the month of August. If you're still struggling to reach COG and you have this card, you can try this out, but it is not an easy deck. You have to have the knowledge of all the meta decks to know when a couple of Malicious Fiend are enough and when instead the summon of Xanathon, the Sky Prison, is needed. So it's up to you guys. Not an easy deck to use, of course. And guys, that was all. I hope you enjoyed this idea. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Of course, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.